Hey guys, welcome to Curls Dislike. These are basically videos of things I dislike, so you might agree with them, might not. With that being said, let's see what today's topic is. Curl Dislikes Amiibos Part 3. How many of these do I have to do? Well, Amiibos always had a problem, and I talked already about which figures I thought were supposed to be rare and not, and I already talked about things I dislike with Amiibo and people. This one's going to be about the restock. The restock has been horrible. Horrible. In my opinion, there hasn't been a very good one besides the Target one. Now, the thing is with the restock is that a lot of times these restocks happen, they mostly screw them up, basically. Now, I'm going to begin basically with GameStop and their restock on King DDD and Ness. Now, if everybody remember, they were supposed to be released on July 9th. They were not. There were some places that sold them July 7th. Maybe there was some people who sold them July 8th, and there were some people who sold them July 9th. Like how basically everybody was saying online. I was lucky enough to get my King DDD and Ness because when I went to GameStop July 7th, I told the guy, you're gonna hold them or sell them now, and then the guy just walked off and started to look for something. And I'm like, what are you doing, dude? And he goes, you're gonna purchase them, right? We're selling them right now. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Well, the question was, were you selling it or not? And he goes, oh yeah, we're selling them. So you want them? I'm like, yeah, give it to me. And the thing is, it sucks because some people were expecting these figures to come out the 9th instead of the 7th. But online, a lot of people were like, no, we're going to sell them Tuesday. And it really did suck. Now, again, this restock sucked. It was horrible. So some people were maybe, waiting for the 9th, probably were getting ready for it. And then when they find out, oh no, we sold them Tuesday. Now, I know that New York, they actually held it to the 9th. Well, I don't know if all of it, but I know some places, because I was waiting in Nintendo World, because that's the day I got Shulkin Captain Falcon. But there were a lot of people there and waiting in line, and they were like, oh no, there's a GameStop that opened in the morning. They actually have a couple of them. So some people actually left the line in Nintendo World just to go get some figurines, their Ness and King DDD. But it really did suck that, some people got it the 7th, some people got the 9th. So Jersey got it the 7th. Well, from my area. Some people in Manhattan got it the 9th. So it's like, I feel bad for some people who are trying to get these figures. And that's a horrible way of restocking. Same goes for Target. Target actually had a good restock. But the thing is, I'm the type of person, I will not buy figures from online. So their restock kind of screwed me over because I couldn't get the Morph. I haven't gotten Morph. I haven't seen a physical restock of Morph. Now the reason why I don't buy things from online is because my Sonic is a prime example of that. He's the only one that I basically ordered. I got it through GameStop, but I paid for it on the cash register, and the guy told me he was going to send it to my place. When I got my figure, he actually has a fingerprint on his leg. That really kills it for me because it's like I can see it and I know it's there. And I will never forget that it's there. So that's why I don't get any of these figures unless they're physical, so I can look at them and then I'll purchase them. Because if not, I'm not getting them. And I didn't like that they were only online. And sadly enough, they did come out on Target later on instead of the online. So I was, for anybody who didn't get it online, was able to get it physically. Awesome for us, but online first, and then I'm like, it's just horrible in my book. That's horrible. Just send some to the stores and then basically say, all right, we're gonna open up, and then the stores are gonna sell it as well as the online store. That way, everybody can be like, yay! Instead of like, I'm not gonna make a Target account just for a toy. No, nope. Now I also heard Toys R Us got a restock on Green Ninja and Wii Fit Trainer. I don't really know if they did or not. I mostly heard about it, but I don't know. Majority of my figures come from Nintendo World, so yeah. I don't really check these stores. Now, again, there are some people who complain about some figures actually getting restocked, and some of them are not getting restocked. Like I found out Marfin and Ike are gonna get restocked pretty soon. And it's like, okay, awesome. So when are they gonna get restocked? And then it's like, oh no, the SPSI, whatever it's called, they have to confirm and let them get available so they can get restocked. And I'm like, wait, what? And this is where I'm like, wait, so how did Nintendo World get some of these figures and they need permission to get restocked? So to me, I'm confused with that. I don't understand what's going on with that. And there are, like I was going to say, some people complain because Marv and Ike are getting restocked, but they were already restocked. Some people were saying, and I'm like, I don't remember those restocks. If not, they would have been in my wall. But I don't know. So I don't think people should be complaining about which toys are going to get restocked and which ones are not. I think people should be happy that some of these figures are getting restocked because it's showing that Nintendo cares about the customers. Yes, some of us do have Robin and Lucina, some of us don't. That was the major complaint I saw about that. I'm like, I don't have Marv or Ike, so I'm not gonna complain. I'm gonna be happy. So be happy some of these figures are getting, you know, restocked. Now it's gonna be bad. Like I said, the restock has been horrible. So why are you guys complaining? You know the restock's gonna be horrible, and there's a lot of still figures out there that, you know, haven't been restocked. Palutena and Dark Pit I haven't heard anything about them. I actually got a little pissed off with Best Buy because they were like, oh, every store's getting 100, you know, Dark Pits. Lies. And then all of a sudden they were like, oh no, we're only going to sell them to the store. And then all of a sudden they're selling it online later on that day. And I was like this, are you kidding me, you guys? I thought you said this was going to be basically a store, you know, seller. And I'm like, now you're selling it online. Thanks a lot. When I found out, I was, you know, it was pretty much at nighttime. And again, I'm not making a Best Buy account just to buy a toy. So these restocks have been horrible. Nintendo World is the only place that's getting the restock. So anybody who lives near Nintendo World of New York has been getting the restock. Now it sucks that they're getting the restock and not everybody else. But I can understand why they get the restock, because they're trying to make some money. So basically buy more materials for these figures, or you know, whatever it is. I think it's more to, you know, increase their Amiibo, you know, little franchise, to get more figurines and to produce them. Maybe they're running out of money for their, because if you guys know, Nintendo Wii U did not sell very nicely. You know, Amiibos have actually sold more than Nintendo Wii U consoles. So, you know, there's your little balance of like, oh, okay, you know, they're trying to make money. And, you know, it sucks that their restock hasn't been good. And Nintendo World doesn't really do a good job with the restock either. Because they're mostly like, oh, we got these figures, come by now. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Can't you basically tell me a day in advance before you put them up? That's how I don't have Little Mac and Lucario. I really don't have these two guys because they basically announced them a bit too late. And Palutena, if you actually checked the Nintendo American side of Amiibo, they basically say Palutena was supposed to be released the 27th, which was a Monday. Nintendo World released it the 24th. So it's like, huh? You know, people could be like, oh no, but you know, Amazon was selling it on the 24th on a Friday. I'm like, yeah. But the thing with Amazon was they were selling it to the people. So by the time, you know, they were selling them, they were putting them, and then, you know, they were getting everything ready to ship them out and have it all ready between Friday and Saturday to ship it out Monday. So, you know, it's like you wouldn't have gotten it the 27th, but some people actually got it the 24th. They got it 3 days earlier. So I'm like, No, there was another restock that I didn't like with Dark Pit. Nintendo World just released Dark Pit by itself, and I was actually a little bit disappointed because unlike Palutena, they actually had a bunch of figures and they put them together with Palutena and they sold it. Dark Pit basically was like, oh, Nintendo World got them. Just like that. It's like they didn't even say we're gonna sell them the 31st. No, on Wednesday they had 6 Amiibos that they were selling, and one of them was Little Mac, and I was like, yes, I'm gonna get them. I'm like, I don't want to go to New York to basically pay $6 for transportation to get one little figure. I'm just gonna wait to see if Dark Pit is gonna come out with another figure, because then, you know, that'll motivate me more to go to New York instead of, you know, just going for one toy and then going again Friday for another toy. But I was gonna go with Best Buy, but you know, it really did suck. It was really horrible. The fact that, you know, they did a restock and then they released another figure, and it's just like, you know, you should have done it like what you did with Palutena. That one, I give you credit because you released it with Lucario Villager, Wii Fit Trainer Fox, Captain Falcon. You know, you had a lot. You didn't have just one figure. So I don't like really how Nintendo World does the restock as well. Nintendo has been doing like an restock. Yes, some stores have been getting some figures, but the restock hasn't been that good. So yes, I really dislike the Amiibo restock. It's been horrible. Very, very horrible. With that being said, I have a special thanks for you for watching my videos, and I'll catch you guys next time.